You're baking your own bread, and we're all really happy about it.
So I learned to bake bread from a wonderful woman named Tina.
You have nothing but free time.
And I have now made it everyone's problem.
Yeah.
It's like when I have a hobby, it becomes an obsession, and then it becomes my entire personality. And so I've made you some bread.
You made me some bread, and I want to say I do want to say I feel like this is an intervention on behalf of your friends and family.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
Like everybody's excited about the bread. The bread puns
have to stop.
Yeah, like this is great. I mean, again, like I got bread from Taylor Swift, but then it said, "Are you ready for this?"
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
yep.
The fate of Dophilia. But there's a moment.
Some of my best work, and I feel like it's not going to be appreciated until after its time.
I think you should definitely do like a Weird Al remake of your album where it's all just like bread-based puns.
Oh, that's not off the table at this point. The most fun thing about having Travis out on tour is just like, he would go to the tents and like give me the tea afterward.
Yeah.
We'd do the debrief afterward in the car. And so I was like, I gotta let you know, like your favorite director is in the tent. He loves Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, of course.
He loves her movies. He loves her range, you know what I mean? Like, being able to do this many different types of films, it's incredible. It's genre hopping. It's really impressive. And so he was like, oh my God, I really want to tell her how funny I thought Barbie was. And I'm like, you absolutely should. She's the sweetest, giggliest person to tell that you like their work. You're going to love her. And so the show happens. I'm like, oh my God, everyone's having the best time. And afterward, you know, he gets in the car. He has had as many shots as everyone else has had. And he's like, this was the most fun tent. Like, everybody was amazing. Like, Tom Cruise is going crazy. Like Liam is just as fun as Chris. And Liam's fiancé, Gabrielle, is so cool. And Ashton was there, and Mila, and oh my God, Hugh Grant was there. And I got to tell him how much I love his movies, and he was so cool. Everyone was amazing. I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome. Like, you didn't mention Greta. Did you meet Greta? And he's like, yeah, I did. I think I told an annoying joke that she's heard too many times. Like, and I was like, okay, well, what did you say? He's like, well, I walked up to her and I was like, I love Barbie. I'm just Ken too. And then I pointed to you. Okay. And I was like, that's such a solid joke. She will have loved that. And he's like, well, she was really polite about it. Like, she smiled politely, but she didn't say anything. And I was like, that's very out of character, but maybe she has heard that joke too many times. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and he was like, yeah, but you know, she was talking to Hugh Grant all night, so I think they might be doing a movie together. Like, they were really, really close. Like, I'm talking about, like, they were dancing all night, like, had all these inside jokes. They kind of seemed like they're like soulmates. And I was like, the tea is crazy tonight, Travis.
Yes, really good. You were right to want to have
What
been
do you
there.
mean? I have several follow-up questions. And so he keeps talking about this, and he's like, yeah, you know, like, and meanwhile, I'm kind of scrolling on my phone, and he's like telling me about the rest of the night. He's like, and there's this family up front that I was dancing with all night. They were so fun. They were like my best friends. I wish I knew who they were. They were so fun. He keeps talking. I'm seeing all over the internet is just videos of Travis dancing with Greta all night, like they're best friends. And I'm like, Travis, here's a video of you with Greta. It feels like she thought the joke was funny. And he goes, oh, that's not Greta. Do the math, carry the two here. And is there any chance at all, baby, that you complimented Hugh Grant's wife, Anna, on her movie Barbie, said, I'm just Ken too, and she politely nodded because she didn't have the heart to tell you. She didn't direct it. And is there any chance that the people that look like soulmates are Hugh Grant and his soulmate?
Right. Well, I think the good news here, the bad news for you is he has face blindness, and The good news is he can recognize true love. So at
Yes.
least he saw soulmates. He saw soulmates, and he knew they were soulmates.
Oh my God, it's crazy to talk about this music. It's been a secret for over a year. I just have this fixation on Shakespeare characters that I fall in love with, and I can't stand to see them meet a tragic demise. I can't. I don't want that to be what happened to them, because wait, are you talking about Ophelia's she died? What do you mean?
Yeah, how dare you
I was
do that to
really
Ophelia?
excited to see what happened with her and Hamlet. They seemed great. And I kind of going back to like the song Love Story, which I wrote when I was a teenager, I was just like, I can't watch Romeo and Juliet not work out. What do you mean they both die? They don't in my version of things. So it's just like you just turn the movie off before the bad ending. But this is a little bit like that, where The Fate of Ophelia talks about how, Ophelia was driven mad by love.
Relatable.
The hook says, like, dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. So it's a love song. And it's also just got one of, like, the catchiest post-hook kind of sections that I'm pretty proud of. There's a song called Father Figure, where the first line of the second verse says, I pay the check before it kisses the mahogany grain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my favorite type of writing, right?
Yeah.
Where you have to think about, wait, what do those words mean? Oh, somebody got the bill before it hit the table, but you say kisses the mahogany grain. I'm like, okay, that's my favorite type of stuff to write. But there are some lines in the song The Life of a Showgirl that are very much sort of like the manifesto of how I've had to operate within this industry. It's a song about meeting one of your sort of idols, and they, instead of being what you thought they would be, they warn you against following in their footsteps, because they just want to be honest with you about how hard this industry is, and you do it anyway. This kind of album.
When did you start playing it to people? When did you play it to Travis, to Big Trav?
Oh,
can I call him Big Trav?
Yeah, you absolutely can. He responds to pretty much anything.
Okay,
which is great. He's a really easygoing guy. You will absolutely love him when you meet him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would play it for him as soon as I'd come back from Sweden.
Okay.
As soon as I'd come back from Sweden, I'd just like play it for him. And I knew that this was the kind of album that he was going to love the most. He's like so supportive of all of it, but like he's a real vibes guy.
He's a vibes guy. Well, you described him as an exclamation mark.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's such a lovely way of describing someone.
Thank you. It's very accurate.
What I was going to say to you was that, you and I have known each other for so long, longer than Travis has known you. I feel like I should.
Yeah,
I need to just check that, because the vibes are strong from him. I think he's a great guy, but I need to check for sure. I just want to play catch with him.
No, he would do that.
That's all I want to do.
You'll love that. Like all of my guy friends are like, I just want Travis to like pick me up and throw me over a roof or throw me in the pool.
I could do that. I would love that.
Yeah. It's really, because it's like, he's 6'6", but it's also, the width of the shoulders is also like, seeing him walk through a door is genuinely a privilege.
Yeah, okay, well that's great. I'd like him to maybe just do a wrestling move on me into a pool or something would be great.
The way that he's going to do that as soon as he sees you at our wedding is like, that's going to happen. Like he's just going to...
Whoa.
Oh, did I...
Am I coming?
Obviously.
Is it a destination wedding?
People don't think that we're actually friends. That was what. Remember when you were like joking with me at the show we did about being sweaty.
Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl has now earned 3.5 million equivalent album units in the United States, according to initial reports to data tracking firm Luminate, since the album's release on October 3. Of that sum, traditional album sales, physical and digital purchases, equal 3.2 million copies, with the remaining 300,000 powered by streaming activity of the songs on the album. Luminate's current tracking week began on Friday, October 3, and ends on Thursday, October 9. With 3.2 million copies sold, The Life of a Showgirl continues to near the record for the largest sales week for an album in the modern era, since 1991, when Luminate began electronically tracking music purchases. The modern era single-week sales record is held by the opening week of Adele's 25, when it debuted with 3.378 million copies sold in 2015. However, as The Life of a Showgirl has earned 3.5 million equivalent album units, the album has now secured a new record for the largest week, by equivalent album units, for an album, since the Billboard 200 chart began ranking the week's most popular albums by equivalent album units in December 2014. The previous record was held by the debut week of Adele's 25, which bowed with 3.482 million units on the December 12, 2015 chart, mostly powered by the 3.378 million individual purchases of the album, with the remaining sum driven by track purchases and streaming. Equivalent album units explained: each equivalent album unit equals one album sale, or 10 individual tracks sold from an album, or 3,750 ad-supported or 1,250 paid/subscription on-demand official audio and video streams generated by songs from an album. None of the tracks from The Life of a Showgirl are available to purchase individually, so the album does not have any track sales contributing to its total thus far. The Billboard 200 transitioned from a pure album sales-based ranking to a multimetric, units-based ranking, with the December 13, 2014 dated chart. From that point forward, albums were ranked on the Billboard 200 by equivalent album units earned, meaning that in addition to album purchases counting towards an album's chart placement, streams of songs from an album, as well as track purchases, would also contribute towards an album's position on the weekly chart. While the Billboard 200 has incorporated streams and track purchases since December 2014, Billboard continues to publish weekly album sales-only charts, including the overall top album sales chart, which ranks both current and older/catalog titles, and top current album sales.